Such great heights. Prologue. If you never heard a gun go off before, you wouldn't mistake it. A rush of wind and blood, the sound of an impact more than the impact itself. People hear a car backfire and they startle thinking, was that a gunshot? But nobody ever hears a real gunshot and says, was that a car? You just know. Bang! It's an explosive, guttural sound that comes from a place so deep, I'm afraid to even think about its origins. It's the most unpredictable sound I've ever heard, and it has an unpredictable effect. I spring into action. I'm off my feet and in the air, hurling towards the shooter before I can say to myself, duck, you idiot. Just to be clear, this is not something I'd ever imagined I'd do. Not that being in a situation where I'd be hurling towards someone holding a gun ever occurred to me. I just wasn't the one who'd stick up for the kid getting beat up. I was the one who'd hide where I'd be next. But in the context of the summer, I guess the unexpected is exactly what you'd expect. It's fitting, really, that I would be the one that somehow ends up getting caught in the crossfire, in the middle of this war of the houses that I happily participated in, maybe even instigated. And here I am, 17-year-old Charlie Middle in the role of Mercutio, 5 feet away and closing on the familiar shape whose hand's on the trigger. I brace for impact and try to tell myself to relax. I'm probably already dead. But the impact never comes. I unclench my body and open my eyes, but seem to be frozen in midair. There's no noise. It's not that it's quiet. In fact, I'm sure there are screams and groans and all sorts of chaos. But the sound's missing for me. Like it's been taken. My eyes alternate. I stare down the eyes of the shooter, then the barrel of the gun that's pointed right at me, then those eyes again. I could swim in those eyes. They're so big and shocked. Regardless of how this works out, I'll know they obviously didn't mean to kill me, for whatever that's worth. As if on cue, time lets go of the arrow it's drawn. My velocity returns. The inevitable impact comes, and with it, another bang! A flash, and a sudden, permanent pain. The sky looks like a freshly paved road. Lying on my back in the grove behind my cousin Maisie's house, I still hear the gunshot ringing through the trees. Maybe it's been minutes, seconds, maybe less. I look up from the patch of earth I occupy and think about the cost of the small patch of real estate beneath me. It's more than I have in my savings account, more than my parents have in theirs, including my college fund. I can't feel my legs. I hear Joss scream for Maisie. It's the most awful sound, the sound of a heart breaking. I lay there, unable to move. Where are the stars? I mumble as everything goes dark.